Ice bath time. You never did ice bath, right? You anti-ice bath?
I am anti-ice bath.
Because you're anti-cryo?
Definitely.
Rest and recovery. So after taking that whooping coming down the mountain, my quads are on fire.
Coming down was the whooping?
Yeah, coming down was whooping. That's when I started like cramping up.
Okay. Tap, tap, tap in.
So I don't think that's gonna be enough because the water was so warm. We'll find out. I'll have to adjust it next time. So this is supposed to be another good way to recover muscle soreness. It's basically the same deal as the cryotherapy. The ice calms inflammation. Ice calms the inflammation. Relaxes the muscles, gets rid of the soreness. Problem is my soreness already started. So we did the hike on Friday. So we'll see what it does. 2 days post, 2 days out. Supposed to get the water down to about 40 to 50 degrees Fahrenheit. We don't have a thermometer, so we guessing it. So 3 bags should do it. Looks like it might be a little light. I'll start the timer. Just gonna get in this bad boy. Ooh, it's cold. I didn't think it's gonna be that cold.
Tripping.
Definitely cold. Definitely cold. That's not what I need. The timer needs to start. I'm gonna do 15 to see. I don't think it's lower than 50 degrees though.
It's definitely lower than 50 degrees.
I don't think so. And it's so the tub is so small I can't even get my thighs in there good. Everything I saw previously, and even when I play sports, they would always suggest putting some on your feet. So I got double layer on the socks. But I think we need another bag or 2 because the water came out so warm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even shaking yet. Usually I shake when I'm cold. And this tub is a lot smaller than I thought. 10 minutes in.
You ain't no 10 minutes in. More like 3.
Yeah, it's not that bad. I should have waited, because the water was coming out a little warm. I should have waited a little bit and let it come down to room temperature and then add the ice, because it started melting like right away. The stuff I bought at the store, which you shouldn't have done that. So what that means is probably what I'll do is after my leg day, I'll do it again on Wednesday.
You'll forever be doing this without me.
So you're not doing it, that's what you're saying?
Definitely not doing an ice bath.
You did cryo. So I saw something once where a guy said it takes 2 minutes to adjust.
You adjusted yet, baby?
I think I adjusted. Everything that's underwater is fine, but like when I lean back and it touches my back, then it's like, oh yeah, that's cold. My toe that's not in the water, my toes that are not in the water, when they go under, I can feel it. But I can't, from the waist down to my ankle, I can't feel it. But anything be better than nothing, because my quads were on fire. It was like extremely sore. So we did the hike, and I should have the video up by the time this video is up, but we went to Estes Park the first day in Colorado. That was just a brief hike up to the water. Like they had a little pond up there in the mountains. the second day, I don't know what I think it was Royal Arch in Colorado. That was the second day, but we ended up parking away from the official entry, so we had to hike about 2.5 miles to get to the actual part that we were trying to actually hike. And so in doing that, we hiked 2 miles, made a dumb turn, went downhill, ended up being a restroom break. We went downhill. Then we found out that the map tells us we need to go back uphill. So that was a steep downhill walk, probably only about a half a mile, maybe a quarter of a mile. And then we had to go back up that hill. And then we started the hike for Royal Arch. It's supposed to be the most difficult one. They have them marked by colors. So black is difficult, green was easy. I don't remember what the middle one was. So we did that, went up, it was cool, rested when we needed. Got to the top. I was kind of disappointed at the top because I thought it was gonna be more area to kind of just walk out. Literally just sitting in rocks, like it's just a bunch of people hanging out in the middle of the rocks. Wasn't a lot of room to just do much of anything other than sit down and eat a little bit, taking the views. But it was crazy. The view from up there is nuts. Like I couldn't look over though. Like I could see the ledge of where the rock slope. I couldn't bring myself to look over it. Just that feeling that when you look over it in your insides kind of shit.
Yeah, I don't need that problem in my life.
Yeah, it was bad. And then Ramadan standing on the rock, like leaning forward, because if he leans straight up, he gonna fall back. He's standing up on the rock, leaning forward. I'm like, man, you gotta sit down, cuz. But it was dope. On the way back down though, that's where this pain came from, because I started locking up. I know Ross was good, Jamal was good. Ramadan knees a little achy, I think. But him and Ross King had a stick. I think they said that helped a lot. But coming down that bad boy, and there was a blind lady on the mountain at the top. Straight up, like, so there was this blind lady. She had a little seeing stick. There was a guy with her that was guiding her with his voice, and they had a dog. So I'm assuming that's her service dog. And he was literally just like, there's a rock to your left, step on that. And she was fill it out with the stick and make a step. And she slipped a bunch of times coming down. So they hadn't made it to the top. So she came down. When we were leaving, they left a little bit, a few minutes before us. We got stuck behind them quite a bit until they moved to the side and let everybody go. But she was literally just out there filling it out. I thought that was crazy because I couldn't imagine. I mean, it's not a clean path up. We take these steps and get to the top. It's just random. So she was up there. Talk about motivation to get to the top. And then previously they went, I guess a year or two ago, Ramadan and Jamal with a couple other guys, and somebody told them at one point that we're not gonna make it. Because I guess Ramadan had he had no water, he had on regular tennis shoes, he was already looking exhausted. And some guy had told him oh, you guys are going to the top? And they were like, yeah. He was like, good luck. And they kind of made him turn around, like they didn't really feel like they could make it because they were getting nervous and it started getting ready to rain and all that nonsense. So they took off. And then once you got to the top, they realized the point that they were at last time from the top wasn't that far, at all. It wasn't a long way at all. So that was kind of, I guess, in their side, because this is the reason they wanted to do this trip. They didn't finish that hike last time. But everybody got it done. We knocked it out. Put it at 15, I think.
You're not an Olympian.
But it's not that cold. I don't need your hate on camera. Say that for your friends. But you can let it out. You can feel it. I can't even bend my legs.
Oh, that's not too bad.
Now I gotta get up.
Now you're gonna get out and wet up my floor.
Feel fine now. We'll see. We'll see tomorrow if the soreness is going down at all. But I can't tell really right now. Not right away at least.
Woo! So annoying.